Man, I am amazing. All right, all right. What's the deal, pickles? Everything kosher. All right, look, y'all. So, what we're going to talk about today is credit. Finance is my passion anyway, you know what I'm saying? But credit is my thing. I'm like the Black Panther of credit. All right, so this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about credit cards specifically. A lot of people assume that all credit cards is bad. Having a credit card is bad. Nah, that's not the case. See, what it is that you don't want to abuse your credit card. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at your credit card like your significant other, your spouse. You know, your spouse is going to reciprocate the love, nurturing, and care that you give them, right? If you take care of your spouse going to take care of you. All right, so when you have your credit card, you have different type of tiers. So the norm, the average is you do not want to spend over 30% of your credit card. Like I said, that's the average, that's the norm. That's if you want to be average. Do not carry over 30% balance on your credit card over to the next payment cycle. So one of the myths is that you cannot max your credit card out because it's going to look bad on your credit. That is false. Only the balance that you carry over affects your credit score. So, let's just use for number, we're going to use $1,000 for numbers. So, if you have a credit card with $1,000 limit, you never want to carry over a balance of $300 over until that next payment cycle. So you always want to stay under $300. That's if you want it to be average. Now, if you don't want to be average, if you want to be up there in the high flyers and have an 800 plus credit score like myself, what you want to do is you want to carry under 30% balance. So you say, well, what balance should I carry, Melvin? If it's not 30, if it's not, this, that, and the third. So what you want to do is you want to carry 9%. Nothing more than 9%. If you want to be in the A plus rankings or A plus A1 credit, you don't want to carry more than 9% balance over into the next payment cycle. So again, if we're doing $1,000 as our credit card limit, a 9% balance of that is what? $90. So you do not want to carry more than $90 balance over onto the next payment cycle. So you have 90 and under, 9% and under for A1 credit. Then what I call the B ranking is you have anything that's 10% to 29%. That's in the B ranking. So if you carry over a 10% balance to a 20% balance, then you're good. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still under 30, really. But we're not trying to be average. So we want to remain under 30. We want to remain under 25. We want to remain under 9%. So always have in your mind that your goal, your aim is 9% or 8%, because if you miss that, you'll hit 9. If you miss 9, you'll hit what? 15, 20, but you're still under that 30. So you want to play within that level. You don't want to go over 30%, and you can carry over a balance up to 9% if you still want to stay in your A1 credit rating. So if you're a little bit more stable in life and you have a credit card that has like $10,000 or $20,000 on there, so let's just multiply. If you have a credit card with $1,000 limit, and to carry over your balance is 9%, that's $90. So you do 90 times 10, which is $900 if you have a credit card with a $10,000 limit. So if you had a credit card with a $20,000 limit, then we're looking at $1,800. So that's $1,800. You do not want to carry over that amount on your credit card. If you want it, that's only if you want to stay in the A+ rating category. Now, if you want to be average and you want to just be questionable on being accepted for some of your loans that you may go for, then you could just go ahead and do 30% and on up, whatever, But if you know you want to be accepted when you go into that place or you go to apply for that loan, 9%. 9%. And a little later down the line, I'll get into indulging into that credit card and whatnot and what really goes into it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any suggestions, jump in them comments, baby.